Good morning, everyone. It is Crafty Mama coming to you, and today we're going to do some stuff on scrapbooking. I know the last one I was doing was on scrapbooking. I was talking about the importance of scrapbooking and all of that, and talking about my mom's old album that my son and I found that I needed to get out of her old album, and I've taken the sides off just so I could start working on it. And like this, the old where you just taped it on with, like scotch tape and whatever. And you can tell by how old and yellow the pages have gotten that it's not a healthy book, and it's not a healthy paper. And the stuff that turns this paper yellow is called lignin, and it's got acid in it. And so when you're looking for scrapbooking materials, you need to look for things that are lignin free and acid free. And that's basically the stuff that will turn a newspaper looking like this, old and yellow and brittle, within a couple of days. So that's the most important thing. I do want to let you know that I do sell creative memory scrapbooking supplies. I have a website. I'll post it in the links below, in the description box below. I'll put a link to my website. So the things I talk about are always going to be creative memories things, just because I would appreciate your support. I hold workshops where you can come and work on your projects. I teach you how to do it, as I'm going to do some of that teaching here, and all of that. So everything I mention will be creative memories because I trust the product. I've been selling it for about 20 years, so I really do trust their product and what they say that goes behind it. But what I'm going to do and work on is going to be, first of all, I want to get all of the memorabilia, all the photos and everything out of this scrapbook so that any of the aging process will stop and do it. And so what I'm going to put it in, because I don't have the other scrapbook ready to go directly in, and I just want to get everything out of it first, is this is what they call a power sort box. And so it's like a little bit bigger than a 12 by 12, so it'll fit your things in it. And this one I actually have something in it, but I've got and I'll put the description or a link to this exact product, that to my website, on here. And what it does is it can hold, and this is up, actually got some of my mom's old stuff in it, book. It can hold your scrapbook pages, it can hold any of your stuff, your albums, and everything that you are currently working on in there to keep it all safe. And then we actually have little things that you can, like, if you just want to not actually put your stuff down onto your book, onto your album yet, you can actually do it and lay it out on these little good plastic things, so you can, and it will be the size of your album, page, so that you can see where it is, and then go, ooh, I like how this looks, and then put it in your box, and then you can just go and you do your tape runner or however your adhesive and get it on into your album pages really quick. So the other thing I'm going to use to get this memorabilia off, I cannot find mine personally, but it's called a multi-purpose tool, and it's like $8 on the website, and it's great for helping to get this things up off of album pages that are in the wrong place. If you've got a sticker that you're trying to lay just right, but if you don't have one of those, you can use just a regular flat butter knife, which is what I'm going to use right now for this. This was a loose one that had already come off of a page, so I'm just going to put that off to the side. And then I don't think there's much that I can do with the actual stickers here, but to show you how you could do it is you just slide it under like that and just pop it up. Now these are so old that they're breaking, but usually you can get them up. Here, this B I might be able to get up and get it up just like that. So I could take these and use my adhesive and tape them back down, but I've got stickers like this that I'll use instead. So you just slide it under my memorabilia. Here's a picture of my mom here, and you just slide your multi-purpose tool, or in this case my flat butter knife, under, and just tape it. And I'm going to say right now, I'm sorry if you can hear my kids are a little loud in the background, but you know, it is what it is when you work from home and you do crafts and all that. So just trying to get it, and you can actually see how it's ripping the pages. So that's why one reason I want to really be gentle and get these off. So there you got it off. And then I'm going to take a pair of scissors, and you can use any kind of scissors. I also have scissors on that are really small and great for using for scrapbooking on the website that are creative memories. So those are got a super sharp blade. But I'm just going to throw that part off because I don't want to keep it. I want to get as much tape as possible without actually ruining the picture here, because the tape's got that lignin in it too, which is why I always really like to use the creative memory stuff, because I know that the products do not have the lignin or the acid and are going to actually protect it. And creative memories actually has a guarantee for the life of your album that if you use, and it does have the caveat of using creative memories products in it, that they'll guarantee it if your pages start to turn. So that is a really nice thing. So there's tape here and here, but if I try to pull that off, I'm actually going to pull the photo off. So I'll just leave it and go the best I can with that. So here, my mom's name was Susan or Sue, but back when she was younger, a lot of people called her Susie. And here is, I don't even know, but it's in her handwriting. One thing about scrapbooking and making preservation things is you want to make sure that you can keep some of the stuff that is in that person's handwriting, because that passes on that heritage. Now, I can't seem to get it up with my knife. So what, wait, I got a corner, so let's see if we can get it. Sometimes you just got to work it like that. So what I'm going to do, and I realize that the video is skipping a little. I think the camera cord is a little bent and wonked out from a little boy playing with it so much. So what you do is you just gently peel it up. And it was nothing, I wasn't sure if she had something cute on the back, but she just made this cute little thing, almost like, I don't know if it was supposed to be like binoculars, or my mom was really into sports, if it was some kind of sports thing to represent like her growing up in her high school years. But since it does have her handwriting on it, I want to make sure I keep that so that when I look of it, it makes me think of my mom. And then maybe my kids will realize that this handwriting is Grandma Sue's and can go from there. So just do that. All of this stuff here, I can replace. You can see it's just completely falling apart. I've got flag stickers. I've got other stickers. So, and I might keep the actual pages for a little bit so I can see what they read, but I'm going to keep them in a separate spot. So then I just turn them over, and she's got something written up here at the top. So I'm going to take my scissors and cut that part out so that I can remember what she had on that page and go from there and mark the years and stuff like that. But let me just get these memorabilia pieces off. Looks like she was really into keeping newspaper clippings, and I haven't read them all to see if it's stuff that she, from sports events that she was in, or if it was like the hottest teen idols at that time, or what it was. And I know my grandpa used to take lots of pictures and make like Christmas cards out of them. But this one, this one is from a girls' club she was in 1951, so she would have been 11 then. So, and this one, it looks like it was signed by, I don't recognize the last name, but I recognize the first name, and I know that this lady Dottie, who actually led my mom to the Lord, was part of the girls' club, and that her name was Dottie, and there's this name Dottie in here. So this is very special because this looks like this is a Christmas card that came from my mom's like spiritual mother. So that's really, to me that's really cool to have that. But then there's a picture of their dog Pokey, which I can tell you a quick story and then I'll get off. My aunt was known for being very, very slow, getting ready to go anywhere, and they like lived across the street from the school. My aunt wouldn't really wake up until she heard the first school bell ring, and then she'd get going and get to class, and was, my mom said, was late pretty much every day. But because they had the dog Pokey, when my grandma was looking for her girls, my mom and my aunt, you know how when you have multiple kids and you're upset and you're yelling, you'll be like, Susan, Jean, Pokey. You just start naming all the names that you yell at. And so my aunt's nickname for a while was Pokey for the dog. So, and what you can do on the back of these, and there's a special pencil I have, and of course I wasn't prepared and I don't have it right by me. There's one that, because if you use a regular pen or pencil, it will bleed through a lot of times, and you can see it like written backwards on your actual picture. So I have photo safe pencils you can use, and I'm gonna just a minute and look and see if I've got one right in my shelf of things so I can show you what it looks like here. So give me just one moment while I look at that. I hope you all are having a great Wednesday. It's a little crazy at our house already. A little loud. The kids are up and going at it. And of course it's not in this container that I looked at. This has some of our pens and adhesives in it, if you can see it at all. And I'll show you all that stuff later as we get into it. I'm just, like I said, trying to look for that specific pencil. So I'm actually going to put you on a quick pause while I look for that, because I want to show you that. So give me just a moment. Okay, everybody, I am back. I do apologize for that delay there, but of course I could not find the pencil I was looking, but I did find my multi-placer, not multi-placer, that's diamond painting, my multi-purpose tool, so, which is great. And then of course here are the Creative Memory scissors, and once again you just want to make sure you're going to cut off all the excess tape, anything that's not going to, but once again it's so old that if I try to pull it off the actual photo, it's going to pull the photo off, because especially these photos from the 50s are just that quality of the paper there. So what I would do once I find my special labeling pencil is I would go and label on the back, and I'm going to do a no-no, but I don't recommend it. But if you have to do it very softly with a pen and just write Pokey or what the picture is, or like if you know what year it is, something like that on it. So you'd be good to go on that. And like we know that this says it's from 1952, February of 1952. So I would pull up all of these things, and what I'm going to do, because we've already used this side, and here is a little ticket from a balcony performance which slid out of somewhere, and it's not even anywhere on here, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this paper up right here that's got my mom's handwriting on it. And in another video I'll show you some things that you can do if you want to preserve that handwriting, but for right now I'm just trimming it down so that I can get it done. So I will continue to work on this, and then I'll show you some card techniques, some scrapbooking techniques, different things like that when I do like a scrapbooking day on the channel. And I want to thank you once again for watching. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you get any comments, questions, concerns, anything, put it in the comment section below. If you want to be part of the Crafting Mama family, hit that subscribe button so you can be part of us. And if you want to be notified anytime I upload a video, of course hit the subscription bell, and that will let you know anytime. So take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. Crafting is so important to getting that stress, that depression out. So choose something you like, and even if it's baking, because I love to bake too, but then that you got to worry about the pounds and all of that. But just do something you love and take care of you. And I hope to see you again real soon. I'll talk to you later. Bye.